Hey guys, it's Captain Muffin here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are in the Inibuilds A350 here in Flight Sim 2024. And I'm going to be taking this aircraft for my first flight. I've watched a couple tutorials on how to fly this pretty impressive aircraft. And we're just going to be doing a short hop from here in Paris to Bilbao in Spain. So we're looking at about 1 hour and 18 minutes of flight time. And let's go ahead and get into it. So I have gone ahead and put in our route for today from SimBrief. So let me show you guys what our flight today is going to be looking like. So right now we're here in Paris in I believe Terminal 2E, and we're going to taxi out and depart from runway 27 left. From there, let's take a look here on we're going to make a left-hand turn towards the south. And let me zoom out a bit here. So as we go, we're gonna fly over the south of France. Gonna hit around Bordeaux. We're gonna fly over Bordeaux, and then as soon as we make our way into Spain, we're gonna see some more mountainous terrain near Bilbao. And then we're gonna take a sharp right turn here around this terrain, and we're gonna land here in Bilbao at runway 30. So that's what our flight looks like today. Like I said earlier, we're looking at about 1 hour flight time. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting up the payload for today's flight, and we should be on our way. Alright, so we are just about ready for pushback, so let's go ahead and go through our taxi briefing. So we are this gate right here. So we're gonna push out and we're gonna go up through here. We will take a left turn and then we're gonna go up here through this taxiway B. So once we go up through there, switch over here. We're gonna taxi through here. We're gonna take our right turn here and onto runway 27 left, and we'll be taking off from here. So a bit of a long taxi, but they usually are here in Paris. It's a pretty big airport. Alright, so we have begun pushback, and here's our A350 in all of its glory. Let's see, I think, oh yeah, my parking brake was still on, that's why we were going so slow. And we can go ahead and get our engine started up now. Start with engine 1, I believe, on the A350. And I want to get pushed this way. Seems like we have the invisible pushback tug today because the real one is over there. Let's take a look from the outside. Yep, we have the invisible tug. Alright. It seems like this built-in pushback is a bit faster than usual, but maybe I'm wrong. It seems like we're going really fast. Can hear those engines starting up. Very nice. I think we're good to stop pushback about now. We want to set those parking brakes. Oh, why is it in reverse? That's bad. There we go. So that one says avail. I presume that means we can start the next one. G2. Now that engine is starting up. So in the meantime, we're gonna use, oh, why are my flaps all the way out? That's bad. That messed up a lot of stuff already. So we're gonna do a flaps 1 takeoff, and we want to arm the spoilers. Forgot which. This one should arm the spoilers. There we go. And we want to be on auto brake max. Oh, what have I just done there? Something. That was definitely not the button for auto brake. I'll just hit that button right there. And it looks like engine 2 is ready. So, oh, that set the heading on Earth. Thank you. How do I get rid of this? I want this heading to go away. 1 second, guys. Well, I've gone ahead and fixed that, so should be ready to taxi now. So let's go ahead, disengage the parking brake. And I don't believe the A350 can taxi on idle, but we are rolling here, so I guess it can. You wouldn't think so for how big of an aircraft it is. And let's see, this is interesting. It seems like the nose lights are already on taxi, so that's already very nice. Alright then, we should be ready for takeoff here. So, no traffic either side. Let's go ahead and roll onto the runway. Oh, why did I not test? There we go. Now we're good to take off. We're gonna do a flex takeoff today. Let's get lined up with the center line to the best that we can. There we go. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the throttles at 50%. Get them to level off. And we'll go to flex. And rotates. Landing gear up. Let's go ahead and hand fly for a bit. Very hazy today outside of Paris. Let's go ahead and put the throttle levers to climb. And we can go ahead and retract the flaps. There we go. Very nice.
Don't sink.
I'm not sinking, I promise. I don't know why our flight director is directing us such a low angle of... That can't be right. Let's just go ahead and turn on... Something surely is not happening correctly here. Let's turn on the autopilot and see what it does. We definitely did some overspeed there. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Probably we don't... Yeah, no, I don't have my altitude set. That's the problem. It's a bit of a rookie mistake. Let's go ahead and get that set. Yeah, I was wondering, that was so odd. That was a bit stupid, to be honest. There we go. Now we're climbing normally. We should be around like that 10 degrees of pitch. But yeah, I definitely should have set my altitude before we took off. That was a bit silly. And we should unarm the road spoilers. I believe there's a button I assigned for that. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and watch that takeoff back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We're delighted to have you with us today. Please take a moment to stow your carry-on items in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. For your safety, larger items should be placed in the overhead bin, and smaller items must be securely stowed.
Well, that last angle was pretty amazing. Seeing just how big the A330 is, it didn't really surprise me. But we are officially back here in the cockpit, and you might be wondering maybe that the sky looks a bit different. That's because after I used replay mode, I found out that it completely erased my flight plan, so I kind of had to do that whole thing again. But we're back, we're up in the skies, and it looks like we're going to be climbing up here to our cruising altitude of 29,000 feet. Welcome back, guys. So we are just now approaching our top of descent. Yes, top of descent. In just a few miles, we're going to start descending down to the airport. So let's go ahead and zoom in, and we're about 10 nautical miles out from our top of descent. We can go ahead and prepare. So We have a constraint here, I believe, at flight level 123, and then we should be good all the way down from there. So let's go to performance, and we're going to be entering the descent phase. A bit of turbulence here. I have to say they modeled turbulence quite well in Flight Sim 2024. It's a lot better. So maybe they did make some physics improvements after all. I've noticed there's definitely more turbulence as I've flown around a bit in 2024. Usually I'm just gonna just want to set the altitude to 2,500 feet, and then whenever there's a constraint, then it will just stop descending there. Let's go ahead and engage that and begin our descent phase. Gotta have my terrain radar on in an approach like this. And let's see if the localizer is able to activate yet, or if we're too far out. I do think we are a bit far out for the localizer. Bit wobbly here. Let's try and get onto the center line. And we're a bit high as well, so I want to get down just a bit. Just small movements with the side stick here and there.
500. 400. 300.
Sync rate.
I'm fine, mate. Come on.
200.
Even though that was quite a bit of here. Short runway here, so
100.
we'll have to put her down fast.
50. 40. 30.
Retard.
20. 10. 5.
For floating. And we're not on center line either. Terrible landing, guys. Goodness gracious. What a terrible landing. My goodness, that was bad. Looks like I need some practice landing the A350. That was the first time I've done it so far. And we were way off the center line. But we did manage to stop. And Bilbao is a pretty short runway, so I'm happy with that. But let's just say my landings do need a bit of work. That is maybe the least I can say. Alright. Let's go ahead and taxi to the gate. once we're there, we'll go ahead and watch the replay of that absolutely abysmal landing. Because we floated off center line, just awful across the board. I mean, I'm not really sure how smooth the actual touchdown was. If it was smooth, then maybe we can redeem ourselves a bit. I'm trying to go fast to the gate because I'm really curious to watch the replay of this landing. Alright, we're way too fast. Let's go ahead and chill out though. Whoa. I think we've gone a bit far. Hello? We have gone a bit too far on the apron, but we should be good. Let's go back and watch that landing. Alright, let's see it. If there's one thing I can remember is that our approach was really, really wobbly. Like I could just not keep it straight to save my life here. Let's see how we did on the replay. So I kind of just stopped descending here, which was definitely my fault. And then we were definitely late. And then we floated for quite a bit down the runway. And I didn't really see the like the smoke that you get when you touch down, so maybe I didn't really see the point of touchdown, but let's go watch that again. Let's go ahead and take a look here on how we did on the smoothness department. Very wobbly coming in. Absolutely massive float. Then I was scared we were going to run off the runway, honestly. But I mean, it was a smooth landing. It was a smooth landing. Maybe everything else went terribly wrong, but at least it was butter smooth. Now, this is not how you guys want to do it in real life, but hey, I mean, in flight sim, what else more do you want than just a nice buttery smooth landing? If you know what I mean. Well, guys, that seems like the end for today's video. So overall, I really enjoyed flying the A350. It was a lot of fun, even though completely botched the landing, but it's okay, first time. However, amazing aircraft to fly, absolutely worth it in my opinion. Like, just the complexity of all the systems, not just how well Inibuilds modeled them, but like in the actual aircraft, it's so modern systems that we don't really see on our older aircraft that we have in the sim, So overall, this has been a great experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So if you want more flights and videos like these, make sure you like and subscribe, because I really appreciate it. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you in the next one.